Hello everyone, I'm your lovely host Pikachu, and welcome back to Everlasting Summer. Last thing we did is we got out of the tunnel slash cave or whatever, and we did find the guy Shriek, however you say his name. Um, and I guess we're probably gonna go tell Olga or something later in the morning, and I'll probably hit the next day since it's night. After reaching the surface, I collapsed on the grass exhausted. That was terrible. Lena sat next to me. Just dreadful. By that time, I didn't give a damn about this world, the camp, the Fortin bus, or my previous life. The strangest and nastiest things was that there was nothing supernatural in these events. Sure, could just went crazy insane. Nothing strange about it. I would have too in his position. Nana patted my head tenderly and smiled. It's all over now. Oh no, there's a crazy pioneer in the woods, you could say. A maniac killer. I think he's gonna be alright. Alright, I'm not sure about that. The most important thing is that we're okay. She still smiled. How can you be so calm? Told you before that I have nothing to be afraid of when I'm with you. Indeed, I might have saved Lena and myself back there. But it was only by chance, nothing more. The shark had been swifter, or crazier. Thanks for the compliment. You're welcome. Though we still would have stayed here in the first place. You're probably right, she said calmly. Got really sleepy. Because of stress, of exhaustion, of how late at night it was. We should go to sleep. But I have to stand up and walk to the leader's cabin. Wasn't ready for that. My eyes closed just for a moment. Stars looked down at me from the sky. Thousands of them, even millions. Now their lights didn't seem to be distant and cold. On the contrary, they twinkled to me, as if whispering among themselves, telling merry fairy tales in eager competition about a galaxy far, far away, and violet, fluffy piglets about mysterious asteroids belts where ships have disappeared, about a fearless starship captain and his brave crew, about exponential, however you say that word, treasures and unreachable peaks of a planet on the edge of the universe. I wonder, is that a dream? I lifted myself a little and realized that my head was in Lena's lap. Did I sleep long? I asked in confusion but didn't rush to get up. I don't know. I don't have a watch, she laughed. Approximately. Well, maybe 20 minutes. Ah, that's okay then. Lay down again, feeling nice and calm like never before. The events of the night were becoming distant, as if I was starting to forget them, like the story those stars were telling me. Shirk has come back. What? I jumped my feet instantly. There he is, he's sleeping on the bench. Lena pointed to the benches in surprise. And what are you? You were sleeping so peacefully that I didn't want to wake you up. I felt a shiver of fear because such behavior was not strange. It was not just inappropriate. It scared me more than Shirk's insanity in the dungeon. The lunatic who half an hour ago tried to kill us arrives, lies on a nearby bench and falls asleep, and she just sits here. Nothing to worry about. He just seems to be a little off. Lena got confused and blushed. He walked on suddenly and didn't look towards us, and if I'd made a noise, she was about to cry. Okay, don't worry. There was some logic to her words. She probably did the right thing. In any case, we had to interrogate Shirk thoroughly. Jumped up, walked quickly to the bench he was sleeping on, and slapped him. Ouch. He woke up at once. What the hell? What are you doing, you bastard? What? Shirk stared at me with a scared and moreover same look. What was that all about down there? What, where? The dungeon and the mine and the bomb shelter. Did you go completely nuts? I don't understand you. He looked around. Why am I here? And where should he be in your opinion? Oh wait, I know. You should be in an asylum. Went to the old camp in the morning for the spare parts and then... Don't you remember anything after that? Lena asked after walking up to us. Yes, and I don't pretend, I said calmly and sat next to him. Really looked like he wasn't lying, though. I don't understand anything, it's unscientific. Who cares? Don't think that I trust you. Memory loss can't occur just... Shirk talked to himself, mumbling something, not paying any attention. Let's go. Lena said quietly. Shall we just leave him here? He's not in his right mind, he has to sleep. It's dangerous to leave this psycho alone. He may string out electronic with an induction coil in the night. It's gonna be alright, trust me. I had no reason not to trust her. However, I didn't have any reason to trust her either. On the other hand, who cares now? I wanted to fall asleep as quickly as possible. Okay. We left Shirk, who was still mumbling something to himself. We're here. What, where? I have to go further on, Lena smiled. Hadn't thought about anything all the way here, just followed her and hadn't noticed that we'd come to Olga's cabin. Yes. Thank you for today. There's nothing to thank me for. It's just good that we came back alive. We'll see that Shirk has to stay tomorrow. Thanks anyway. She said mysteriously and averted her eyes. You're welcome. Well, it's time for me to go. Lena quickly turned around and walked quickly in the direction of her cabin. I suddenly had a thought that something about that was a bit off, not quite right. After all that happened, well, it's time for me to go. Usually goes differently in such situations, doesn't it? I have no idea what I expected, though. Exhaustion hit me again. Walking with difficulty, I entered the camp. The leader was sitting on my bed. Simon started to talk sadly. Where have you been? Well, I prepared for a scolding. I didn't expect that reaction. I went to look for a shirt. Alone. Tell her you went with Lena. Tell her you went alone. I don't know which one's the right option, because I don't think Lena would mind. I mean, if we get in trouble, then... I don't know, I like to be honest. No, with Lena. So, what about Shirk? It looks like Olga was really worried about the fate of the Lost Pioneer. What's so strange about that? The leader can treat her work lightly, but it doesn't mean that she's a heartless person. He's okay. As okay he could be in such a situation. That's good. Go to sleep now. Wait, but she turned the light out quickly, showing that the conversation is over and I couldn't ask anything, though. Should I? Ask why she didn't scold me. Still, Lena, what happened today? My thoughts slowed their pace before stopping completely. Day 5. Yee. Going through the weekdays. We ran with the last of our strength, like those who run for their precious lives. Like a doomed person knowing that there is no hope to save his life, will still fight the inevitable and barely managed to close the heavy metal door behind me. I have no idea how deep this bomb shelter is, or if it's able to withstand a nuclear blast, but we had no other place to hide. She gripped my hand tight. Don't be afraid. Bits of the ceiling were falling and the walls were shaking. I was prepared for the worst. But death is the kind of thing that you can't even prepare for. The suddenly complete silence fell. It rang even louder than explosions. Maybe it's time to say goodbye. She was whimpering. I wanted to comfort her somehow, but realized that there's nothing I could do. Yes. You know, horrible bang almost split my eardrums. Seems that I'm under a piece of collapsed ceiling, but I don't feel anything. Pain. All I want is to not let her go. This got really deep and sad all of a sudden. Guess it was a nightmare. Woke up or maybe it's a memory from another life. I woke up in a cold sweat, short of breath and gasping for air. It took me some time to come to my senses. It was a dream. It was just a dream. My questioning mind, however, refused to believe it. But who was that girl with me there? I didn't want to let go of her hand so desperately. It's probably Lena, since that's the girl I've been hanging out with the most, but anyways, sadly I couldn't recall her at all. The clocks were showing a few minutes past 10. I slowly came to my senses as reality started to stake out its claim on my mind and my stomach fully growled. Alright, war is war, but lunch should be served in due time. It turned out that Olga wasn't here. She must have decided not to wake me up. Well, thanks. Go out, sir. I can't bleed her for this. After yesterday's adventures, I had to have a rest. Last night, Rose remained a blurry memory, which I really don't want to think about. It's now more important to find something to eat and to wash myself. Exactly. Because a pioneer must always be clean and tidy. though I would agree with this principle even if I wasn't a pioneer, and as a matter of fact, I'm not. On my way to wash the hands, I met Electronic. He started to wave his hands and ran up to me. Good morning. Thank you for finding Rick. Without him, it's nothing. I was a bit embarrassed. No, really, don't be shy. The country must be proud of its heroes. And what about Shirk? How did he look this morning? Is he alright? After yesterday's craziness, I thought such a question was completely valid. Yes, absolutely. The only thing is that he can't remember anything. Can't he? I wasn't surprised at all. He says that he went to the abandoned camp yesterday and then woke up in his bed in the morning. I mean, he remembers nothing between those two events. I see. Alright then. You missed breakfast, right? Come to our club, we'll feed you. I have something special. Electronic smiled in a conspiratorial way. Thanks, I'll come, probably. Had to wash myself first anyway. We'll be waiting. He waved at me and left to carry out his own business. There was nobody near the washstands. Water turned out surprisingly warm today. Well, if it's hot outside, then it's warm. It's been warmed up already, I guess. Having my face washed, I realized that it wouldn't be easy to wash the rest of my body here. Maybe I should go to the showers, but since there's nobody here, turn the tap in such a way so the water streamed parallel to the ground and started to take off my clothes. And what if somebody sees me? Well, I'll rinse and dry myself quickly and put on my clothes. The water would seem to warm on my hands and face, felt moonshiny cold on my body. The whole washing process took no longer than 10 seconds, and I started to wipe myself quickly afterwards. But I didn't manage to finish anyway. There were voices coming in from the direction of the footpath. The only solution came to me in a split second. I grabbed my clothes and clashed into the bushes. A moment later, Alyssa and Juliana appeared near the washstands. You could have done it by yourself. Why'd you bring me here? Is it a big deal for you? Fine, let me. Peered at them and noticed that they were both covered in red paint. What a surprise. I wonder how they managed that. Alyssa opened the valve and started to rub Juliana's back. Take off your bra. Oh. Well, what if somebody sees us? What, is there anything to see? She grinned. Okay, just be quick. It was true that there wasn't much to look at, but even so I stared at the girls narrowly. It's a pity that they were standing with their backs to me. A minute later, Alyssa managed to wash off all the paint. I'm done. Thanks. You're welcome. Alyssa replied easily. Listen. Let me try on yours. She pointed at Alyssa's bra. Won't fit you for sure. Well, I'd like to try anyway. Let out of here. There's nobody here, right? Liliana looked my way and smiled archly. I was absolutely sure she couldn't see me in these bushes, but enough with this nonsense. Liliana wasn't listening to her anymore and grabbed Alyssa's bra with a dexterous move instead. Now I had to convince I had something to look at. I watched the two girls chase one another around the washstands with bated breath. Alyssa covered her breasts with her hand so I could barely see anything at all. Leaned forward and stumbled over a stone falling out of the bushes. Alyssa and Liliana stood frozen, staring at me. Tried to cover my nudity with my guilty face. The tableau lasted for a few seconds, then Alyssa took her shirt and somehow put it on in an instant. You. Her face gone red purple. Looked like she would explode in a nuclear blast any second. The only thing I wanted was to disintegrate into atoms and to get as far from the epicenter as possible. He was sitting there the whole time. Lol, and she knew about it. Why didn't she say anything? Wouldn't she care? So she noticed me then. You, and I... Well, I accidentally... If you know what I mean. Oh... I'm dead. That looks like death on a face. Alyssa rushed at me. Covering my butt with one hand and holding my clothes with the other, I ran the place. Seemed the best solution to me at the time, as showing up naked in the middle of the camp, accompanied by two screaming girls, wasn't a good idea. I ran without looking back, and stopped a few minutes later to catch my breath. Seemed that there was no pursuit, so I managed to save myself, but at the cost of lacerated, scratched, and bleeding feet as I had no time to put on my boots. I sat on a tree stump inside. Sometime later, having just already, I left the forest. I need to decide what to do next. My feet are hurting, so I should go straight to the infirmary. But on the other hand, my stomach isn't going to wait either. Maybe I should accept Letronic's invitation. Or head to the canteen in the hope of finding something left to eat there. I don't know where I should go. I kind of want to go where Lena's at, but I don't know where she might be at. Let's save. Let's see. Go back. I think I'll try here first. I always took good care of my health, and even better at the times when something starts to hurt badly, so without hesitation I made my way to the infirmary. Right in front of the door I stopped as some mysterious force was holding me. I was absolutely desired to face the camp nurse without any urgent need, but on the other hand I almost did a great deed yesterday defending the infirmary, so in some sense she owed me. I took heart and opened the door. Hi, Pioneer. Hello. I'm sorry that I was so late yesterday. Wasn't a problem at all. Why have you come? Are you sick? She smiled slyly. Don't kill me. Well, I got my feet a bit. You got a bit what? My feet. I gave a stupid answer. Okay, show me. Sat on the couch and took off my boots. How did you manage that? I'd better keep silent about what happened near the washstands. Well, Okay, never mind. Wait a second. She rummaged in the drawer and took out a big red pill with a cross-shaped notch from a vial. And what is that for? I disturbed the size of the pill and its a strange shape. They are broken in halves, usually not in quarters. This is to make the amputation of your legs unnecessary. What? Nothing, don't be afraid. Pioneer. You'll take it and we'll be alright. In this pill. What does it look like that? That's for patients who refuse to take medicines. Purely, we screw it into them with a screwdriver. Then I didn't dare to ask where they were being screwed in actually, and now to try to bear it a bit. She took a big pack of cotton wool, wrapped a bud with it, and applied plenty of iodine to it. I braced myself for the torments of hell. I moaned quietly, but my trust in the method of disinfection was much higher than in the odd pill, so I had to withstand the burning. Now it's done. I put on the boots and tried to walk. My feet were still hurting, but the sharp pain was gone. Thank you. Don't mention it. Drop in anytime, Pioneer. Said goodbye and left the infirmary. My health problem was solved. It's the right time to eat now. The day has just started and I've gone through so many things already, but I did it and now have legitimate grounds to fill myself up. Today I was in the last one, so I could choose a free table. Lunch included pea soup and mashed potatoes with fish. It was a major disappointment to me as I don't eat fish in any form and hence will get fewer calories than usual. Soon Slavalia and Lena came to my table. Can we? She smiled nicely. Sure. Stood up and pulled out a chair for her. Please. I was in an excellent mood at the moment. Enjoy your meal. Saying that, Lena began staring at me, continued for some time, but then after realizing how odd she looked, switched to her plate. You too. Do you have any plans for today, Simon? Nope. I gave her an honest answer, as indeed I had no plans, except for searching for answers, but that was more like a global goal. Do you want to take a boat ride to the island with us? The island? Well, I think I've seen it from the pier. For what? Olga asked us to gather some strawberries. There are a lot of strawberries there, and they're so delicious. I can imagine the taste without even eating it, just by looking at Slavalia's face. Strawberries. What are those for? I don't know, but it's indeed great. Well, indeed it is. Moreover, I haven't been to the island yet. Yeah, sure. Within minutes, we were already standing at the pier. Well, here's the boat. Hang on, I'll go and fetch the paddles now. I was left face to face with Lena. You like strawberries? Well, not really. But they're tasty. Lena smiled. I see. Didn't know what to say next, how to continue the conversation. If Slavalia didn't come back, we'd probably sit here till the evening without saying a word. Here you go. She handed me a pair of hefty paddles. Yeah, thanks. We got into the boat, I untied it, pushed off the shore, and tried to start paddling. And where exactly are we heading to? Right there. She pointed her finger at the island. That island is named the closest one. I wonder what captain gave it such an original name. Well, the island is indeed close to the shore. Aye aye, captain. If only I had known what was waiting for me ahead. I was an experienced oarsman. I'd row a boat just once or twice in my entire life. It was less than half a mile to the island, but we were making our way into zigzags thanks to my skills. Approximately the middle of my trip, my arms hurt so badly that I dropped the paddles to get some rest. Well, aren't there any strawberries anywhere else? I mean, in more accessible places, but the tastiest ones grow there. Sylvia gave me a puzzled look. Is it hard for you to row alone? Lena, unlike Sylvia, understood everything straight away. Oh, it's nothing. Anyway, I can let a fragile girl help me. The rest of the way, I spent concentrating on staying alive while getting to the island. Sylvia and Lena discussed something, but I wasn't listening. That was too much for me. At last we arrived. Completely exhausted, I got onto the shore and I looked at the boathouse. It seemed so far away that I felt like a first person on the moon watching Earth rise. Here you go. Sylvia handed me a basket. It was a small island, barely 100 meters long. It looked more like a birch grove, with even rows of trees covering its entire surface. A calm green sea spread beneath our feet, one causing lonely waves on its surface from time to time. This island looked like a lost paradise. It's no wonder that the most delicious strawberries grow just here. We've got to split up, that will do the job faster. Yeah, sure. But there are only 2 baskets, said Lena humbly. Oh, you're right, my bad. So how are we gonna split up then? I'm gonna go with Lena, since I've been going with Lena lately. Let me go with you. Let's go. Okay, that's fine. Sylvia grabbed the second basket and ventured to the opposite side of the island. Well, let's go? Yeah. Lena smiled. Just pay attention, don't leave a single berry behind. You too. So it was harvest time. Indeed, the strawberries here were delicious. I could probably eat them all if I didn't stop myself in time. Despite being wild grown, the berries were close to the garden ones in size and had a rich red color, so it was clear that our visit here wasn't in vain. Lena followed me closely as we had only one basket for the both of us. I felt like a real mushroom picker, examining each shrub and carefully potting the grass. Well, you're much better than me. Am I? Frankly, I'm not even counting them. Yeah, right you are. The basket was already half full. You must enjoy nature, right? I do. Bright sun rays pierced the treetops and blinded me for a second. I sat down on the ground and leaned against a tree. Still, it's so beautiful here. Lena sat down next to me. So close that our elbows touched. Oh my god, our elbows touched. I've never had a girl touch me like that before. I'm kidding. Yeah, we just sat and enjoyed the moment. It seemed like time stood still. The wind gently shook the tree leaves, some bugs lazily hopped around the grass, and splashes of sunlight played on the faraway water surface. Aww, that's cute. That looks really adorable. Lena put her head on my shoulder. I was surprised at first, but then I heard her regular breathing and thought that it's just a matter of course. Probably she felt drowsy and wanted to take a quick nap. I just sat there and didn't think of anything for a few minutes. But then words started crossing my mind with ultrasonic speed. Lena. So close. Sleeping. So warm. So gentle. Feelings. I gazed at her. She had such a serene, such a tranquil look on her face that it seemed that right now she's not here but in some kind of better world. I don't know what would have happened the next moment if I didn't hear the voice of Sylvia. Were you guys gonna kiss? Because I wish I could have saw that, because I would like a kiss. That'd be so cute. It'd make it even better. Silent Lena. Shook my head from side to side a few times to come to my senses. Lena started to wake up. She opened her eyes and gave me an empty look. Have a nice dream. Huh? Suddenly realizing that she had dozed off leaning on my shoulder, Lena blushed. Oh, I'm sorry. It's fine. Sylvia came over to us, so Lena rushed to get up. So, how much have you got? I sighed. That's not a lot. Her basket was filled with strawberries to the brim. Well, it's enough anyway. It's time to get back. I grabbed the basket and we headed back to the boat. The way back took less time as I tried to concentrate on rowing and ignoring everything else. My only wish was to get back alive, as the first trip hadn't gone without consequences, and now my hands started to hurt after only a few sweeps of the oars. My bad. Having tied up the boat, I fell to the ground with no energy left. Sylvia and Lena leaned over me. Could you have saved something if it was so hard for you? Yes. Never mind, it's fine. We'll just lie here for a bit and everything will be alright. Okay, then. Get those baskets to Olga. We have something else to do. Yeah, sure. I was ready to agree with anything at the moment, just so I wouldn't have to get up. Sylvia puts the baskets full of strawberries next to me and headed to the square, halfway chatting with Lena about something. The hardest part is done anyway. That's what I thought before I got up and took the baskets. After the rowing, they felt like cement bags, even while weighing barely more than a few kilograms each. So the trip to the camp leader's cabin took much longer than usual. I had to stop every 50 meters to have a rest. Once I finally made it, I put the baskets on the ground and sat on the deck chair with difficulty. Olga, I've got presents for you. There was no answer. I barely managed to get up and enter the cabin. There was nobody there. If you don't need them, it's up to you. I lay down on the deck chair and fell asleep. Are strawberries attacking me? What? That's goofy. And then he's like rowing really fast. I had a weird dream about a strawberry race. I noticed. I think the strawberries even have blood. Look at them sharp teeth. It's making me think of that one movie. Except the strawberry was cute in that movie. I was rowing a boat with my last ounces of strength, trying to escape huge berries that were chasing me. I wish I could play the minigame for this. That'd be funny. Except I better not really die in real life. That'd be horrible. My hands were flailing me, and I could barely see anything because of the sweet. I'm thinking about sweets right now. That's what's up. Sweat covered my face. Blood was hammering my temples, but the strawberries were getting closer. They were baring their teeth at me. It's like the shark theme song, like just like, oh, strawberries. I don't think strawberries should be that scary though. Couldn't she just like eat them? Like, they look like they could eat you maybe, but if you go around them and get away from the teeth, you can just start nibbling on them. That's what I would do to win. I would eat the strawberries, not let strawberries eat me. But wait, strawberries with teeth. Simon. I woke up. Olga was standing beside me, shaking my shoulder. See, you got a rich harvest, didn't you? Yep, I tried my best, thanks to the girl's help. I'm gonna be polite. Okay, but that's not all. Seriously, I was just anticipating the lovely rest I was about to have. Do you even know what these strawberries are for? Maybe jam or pie. Not a clue. But an honest confession. We'll make it go. Why didn't I think of cake? The strawberry shortcake. I should have thought of that. We'll make a cake out of them. I see. Well, that makes sense. To honor the miraculous rescue of Shark. And it's all thanks to you. It was clear that getting the strawberries wasn't the last thing left to do. And why? Please tell me. If I am such a hero, why do I have to organize a celebration in my name all by myself? Well, I guess. So, I have an important task for you. Don't you always? You always make me do your dirty work. You're the puppet master, aren't you? I'm just kidding. We are missing yeast, flour, and sugar. Don't you get that at a town or a store? It needed all in the canteen before dinner. And those who will make the cake can't deal with it on their own somehow. I asked pitifully. Of course they can't. All of them are busy. and you're the only one in the whole camp who does nothing. Did she just say I did nothing? Maybe it's because I'm not in a club. That's rude though. I do stuff. I do stuff all the time. Mainly do stuff with the girls, but anywho. Well, her words were partly true, but that doesn't make it any easier for me now. Moreover, those words felt like a bullet to my head, so write it down. You'll get yeast in the infirmary, flour in the library, and sugar in the clubhouse. Wait, eh? Have no time. I'm in a hurry. Good luck. She smiled slightly and left. Of course, there are a lot of strange things in this camp, but yeast in the infirmary, okay, I can deal with that, but flour in the library? And sugar? No, it's beyond my comprehension. I spat on the floor. I don't want to, and I will not believe this. Just tell me you're pulling my leg. I think I'm gonna cut this video right here, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.